Hey guys, I'm just Joshin, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. In the last episode, we had a little bit of a brush with death, to say the least, as we took on our first important trainer with 6 Pokemon, Captain Alima, including his Giratina, which was less than exciting to face. Obviously, we're still standing here, but it was not easy, so I would recommend going back and taking a look at the last episode if you need to get caught up. We also got another encounter, which is another reason to go back and watch it. We have 5 members of the party currently, and I think at the end of this episode we may have a full team. Fingers crossed, because in today's episode we are going to be getting not 1, not 2, well maybe 2, but possibly 3 encounters depending on how quickly I can get through stuff, and if there is in fact a third area where I can get an encounter. I know there's Route 2, there's the Howdy Cemetery, and I think there's a little cave we can go to on this little, like a side beach. We'll see if that's actually the case, though. Actually, perfect timing, Lily. I was just about to say, one more thing I want to mention is this is the first time I'm recording since I asked you guys for feedback concerning story dialogue, character voices, etc. For those guys who aren't aware, a couple episodes ago, I asked you how you basically, I'm here to try to make the best content possible for you guys, or at least the content that you want to see. And so I asked you guys, do you prefer it if I do, voices, character acting, whatever you want, voice acting for all the characters, read all the dialogue for the trainers and the main story, and I do all the side quests, and do you prefer that? Or for the purposes of the Martyrlocke, would you rather we focus on the nitty-gritty, encounters, battles, trials, etc., and kind of chug through? And I left it up to you guys to decide which you preferred, and unfortunately, there were people on both sides. There were some of you that were like, I really like hearing the funny voices, and I like the story in Sun and Moon, so I'd prefer if you didn't skip all of it. And then there are people on the other camp that were like, I don't really care about the story that much, do whatever you want. I prefer seeing the encounter side of things and the Pokemon battling, so, if you want to do that, do that. The only thing I think everybody agreed on was that the beginning of Pokemon Sun and Moon sucks to get through, because it is just a lot of dialogue. Even if you are on team dialogue, there were thankfully some of you that admitted that the beginning of Pokemon Sun and Moon is slow, which I appreciate. I do still want to apologize. I touched on it a little bit after that recording session, but after actually editing those episodes and uploading them, I gotta say I'm not super proud of those episodes. Just from the sheer amount of complaining and whining from me in terms of not enjoying all of that dialogue stuff. So I want to apologize, because I didn't think they were the type of quality content that I'm trying to put out here. And so going forward, no more, or at least I can promise significantly less complaining about Pokemon Sun and Moon. We're going to try to find the silver lining in just about everything. And I'll tell you what, this game early on gave me a lot of practice with voice acting if I ever want to go into it. Probably won't, but thanks for the practice, Pokemon Sun and Moon. See how you spin that positively? We're going to try to do that for the rest of the series, so I'm going to try to be less negative. I don't hate Pokemon Sun and Moon, by the way. The beginning of the game is just a little slow and frustrating at times, but we're through that now, so it shouldn't be a concern anymore. Anyway, circling back on the whole thing of, am I going to do voice actor or not? I got one comment in particular that I thought was a really good suggestion. It's essentially like the perfect middle ground between the two of them, which is read important dialogue. If it's story-driven, if it's from main characters, rival battles, etc., give those characters voices and read their dialogue. So if we do anything with Team Skull, or the Aether Foundation, or Trial Captains, or Kahunas, those are important characters. They will get voices. We will read their dialogue. But random little Sunny Jim over there who's just like fishing on the side of Melee Island, not as important. As well as, every single trainer we battle, maybe not that important to go in and read every single one of those. So I think that's a nice middle ground. It should help speed things up slightly. If I'm just, when we're battling, we're battling. When story stuff is happening, story stuff is happening. And we'll kind of separate the two in that way. So I hope that appeases both sides in a way that is satisfactory. It's the best that I could do. I think it's a pretty good compromise. So Lily, for example, is an important character, so we will be continuing with Lily's voice, which isn't much of a voice, but nonetheless. Oh, wait for me, Church. I think I gave her a voice early on, but I've kind of just defaulted to quiet female.wav, because that's about all I can do. Oh, I'm glad to see a familiar face. I always get lost so quickly. I can't figure out the roads here. I can't even buy my own clothes. But you're You're moving on to your first trial? You're going to Verdant Cavern? I read something in an old book once. It said that the island challenges were once a journey made to prove yourself and gain the strength to battle against the guardian deities of Alola, like Tapu Koko. The people in Iki Town said that Tapu Koko loves Pokemon battles, didn't they? If we could meet Tapu Koko once more, do you think we would find the answer to why it saved you and Nebby that day, Josh? Nebby's still in the bag, which is good news. If you don't remember, oh, my hair's all junked. In the last episode, we fought a wild Cosmog, and I was a little bit nervous that Nebby might have escaped, and we may have sent him to the Shadow Realm. He's still living. Pew! Oh yes, please take these. They are called Revives, and they're completely worthless on your Pokemon Martyrlocke journey, but still, if you use one on a Pokemon that has fainted, it will recover and feel a little bit better. Hey, spin it positively. 3 Revives, that's like $4,500 or something like that, depending on how much Revives are worth. Thank you for the money. Lily, I should be more accepting of your gifts. Jersh, good luck on your first trial. I hope it goes well for you. It's gonna go, I mean, it hopefully goes well. I can't actually promise that it will. We're getting close to a first sacrifice, by the way, if I'm doing the rule of we have to sacrifice before each trial. More. Hala gets a voice too. That's a kahuna. What was I doing, Hulk Hogan? Brother, there, Jersh, I've got this ornery creature calmed again for now. Wanna try giving him a little pet again? That's the only way he'll get used to you, brother. I will. Come on, Jersh, try showing Tauros a bit of affection. We can poke it on the nose. We can boop its snoot. We can touch its forelegs. Yikes. We can grab it by the horns. When life gives you lemons, you grab them by the horns. I don't know what kind of horny... There's an unfortunate pairing of words there. I meant to say, like, I meant it in a way as, like, lemons that have horns. A horny lemon is a lemon that has a horn, not the other way. Just want to clarify. Although that'd be a great name for, like, an indie punk rock band. Trademark that right now. Yikes, let's never say that phrase again. Moo! It's a freaking milk tank in disguise. Maybe old Tauros here can feel your love for Pokemon. He sure seems happy to know you, brother, and yet it still seems to me like Tauros wants to stretch his legs on his own island challenge. Ha, brother. Dude, look, he's going to the first trial. You're not kidding. What, you want to play tag now? The Melee Kahuna never loses, friend. I can't tell if that's a... Am I doing Macho Man, Randy Savage, or Hulk Hogan? I'm not super caught up on my WWE. Macho Man is, but the cream rise to the top. Is that different than Hulk Hogan, brother? I think those are two different people. I mean, they're two different people. I can't remember whose voice is who. We're at Route 2, by the way. It only took 8 episodes. Sorry, that's some salt. Put some pepper on it to equal it out. Ooh, and we have a shaken grass spot as well. Okay, let's go to Route 2 encounter. Is there any benefit, I'm trying to think, to getting the shaken grass spot? I think... First of all, who do we want out? Probably Fingius, because you're the lowest level. And we can use some effect sporing shenanigans. I heard a cry. Is that the cry of whatever's in that shaking grass spot? I'm waiting for it to play again. I didn't get a good listen. Make a sound. Make a sound. Is that the cry of it, or is it just can anything that's in this grass make that cry? Sounded like a Timpole? It's a water type. No, not Pokemon Refresh. Sorry, Litwick, you're adorable, but I did not mean to click on that. I'm so sorry, but I gotta go. I cannot pet you right now. I'm sorry, you're really adorable. The melted wax does not feel good on the hand, though. Okay, let's, I'm trying to think if there's any benefit to getting the shaking grass spot. I think it's all randomized, but it's kind of fun watching the Pokemon charge out you, and if that is truly a Timpole, I would like a water type as the 6th member of the team. So let's try to get our 6th member of the squad. Our Route 2 encounter is going to be... That's the cry I heard. That's the cry I heard. And it's not a Timpole. It's so much worse than a Timpole. I'm laughing because I'm upset. Okay. So we have a Smeargle here. That's worthless. That's, I'm not trying to be rude, Smeargle. It's basically worthless. You only learn Sketch. Your stats are not that good. But you know what? Bright side. Bright side. We're being an optimist. If I capture this thing, then I never have to worry about running into one ever again because Dupe's Claws. So we should still go for the capture. Try to capture this thing. He's gonna go for the Sketch and fail. Does that mean you're going to hurt yourself with Struggle from here on out? Because that's not good for me. That puts me on a pretty short timer to catch you. A timer that I would like to not be on if at all possible. So if you could just be captured, I think that would be like the best thing that could happen. Yikes. Okay, again, I'm trying to be he is gonna struggle. How many turns do I have before you kill yourself? Maybe 3? Maybe 3? Again, I'm trying to be optimistic here. The worst case scenario is that he kills himself with Struggle. Yikes! Do I have anything better than Pokeballs? He might get Effect Sport as well. Put him to sleep, put him to sleep. Para's better. Para at least buys us some time, and maybe he'll get fully paralyzed and not struggle. I think I have 2 more chances. Do I have anything better than Pokeballs? Great Ball, Great Ball. It's kind of a waste of a Great Ball. To never have to catch one of these again is worth it in my mind. Come on, dude. Please, full para or something. This is the last chance. Either you catch him here or full para. You either catch him here or full para. There's only 2 options. Please. 1, 2. Yeah, do it! Okay. This is not excitement, by the way. I just want it Smeargle, just in case you're getting excited. That's not excitement over capturing a Smeargle. That's excitement over knowing that I'll never have to capture another Smeargle for the rest of the playthrough. And also, Fingeus learns Bide, so at least I get something good out of it. Ha ha ha, -S. Sarcasm. Smeargle's data is going to be added to the Pokedex. That's exciting, I guess, you know? Number 70, very exciting, registered. Is that even randomized? Can Smeargle normally pop up here? I can't remember. It draws symbols with the fluid that oozes from the tip of its tail. You could not have worded that any more disgustingly. This thing weighs 130 lbs? How? It's 3 foot, it weighs 130 pounds? This thing's made of lead. Depending on the symbol, Smeargle fanatics will pay big money for them. Oh, and I gotta think of a pun. Oh, I wasn't even ready. I mean, I don't... By the way, dude, Smeargle will not be getting added to the layout. We still have a chance for 1 or 2 more encounters in today's episode, so we're just gonna cross our fingers that one of them is better than Smeargle. It's pretty unlikely, or it's pretty unlikely that one of them would not be better than Smeargle. Something with paint. Male name, starting with P. Peter? Painter? That's just the word painter. Patrick? Paintrick. Okay, Paintrick, you're gonna get, never used, I'm just letting you know. And I also hate to say it, I know this is a small sample size, literally a sample size of 1. We actually learned, Paintrick, go ahead and get out of the party. We actually learned something really nice here, which I also got an Oranberry, which is exciting, I guess. We learned something very nice from that. That was the sound. Did you just hear it? Did you just hear it? That was the Smeargle sound again. So at the very least, we learned something, and that is that whenever there's a shaking grass spot, we can hear its cry. Now, I'm not a professional, Skitty's easy. I'm not a professional at identifying Pokemon cries or anything, but there's some that would be super recognizable. So whenever we go to a new area, if it happens to have a shaking grass spot, it may be, do I want to, ooh, Paintrick has an item. Let's go into Handria. It may be a viable strategy for us to listen to the cry and decide if it sounds like something we want. Now, obviously, please don't sing. I want to try to get 3 encounters in today's episode, and you're making it tough with, you're gonna make me asleep for like 60 turns. What was I saying? I got distracted by the singing. What a lovely voice you have. Now you're freaking Inspector Clouseauing me. I've forgotten. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, in this case, it ended up backfiring on us because I heard the cry, thought it was something better than it actually was, and ended up getting stuck with a Smeargle. If I would have known my Pokemon cries a bit better, I could have told you that was a Smeargle. That cry will probably be forever ingrained in my brain, though, just because of this, so that's a good learning experience. Please! It's not music class! We don't need to be doing this! It's not American Idol either! I'd be hitting the red X. Wrong singing show. What's the X Factor? This is The Voice? I don't know. Which one's hitting the button bad? Whichever one, I'd be hitting the button. I do not want you on my team, Skitty. We're not looking for singing. But in the future, yeah, that's a decent strategy. If we can find a shaking grass spot or a Pokemon that charges at us and we can hear it with our ears and decipher what Pokemon sound it is, we can know whether or not we want that as our encounter or if we want to avoid it. So that's good. How many times have I been tail whipped, by the way? Am I about to get utterly bopped? Let's see. That's not utter boppage. That's not even a little bit of bop it. Wow. Twist it. Wow. That looked like I was trying to whip it, but I promise I was trying to twist it. Let's finish this thing off with a scratch and get out of this battle forever, please. And thank you forever. Yo. You ever take this out of your ear, but your ears are so tiny that it suction cups the headphone cup backwards? Okay. Please, though. Like I said, we're not adding Smeargle to the party, even though he is in the party. Thankfully, you know what? Let me give Sun and Moon some credit where credit is due. They added some really nice quality of life features, and one of those is that whenever you catch a new Pokemon, that Pokemon, you have the option of adding it to your party instantly, which is really good, because what we're going to do is basically, what item are you holding? We're not going to use Paint Trick at all. Paint Trick is just chilling there. And as soon as we catch an ability capsule, doesn't that let me change a Pokemon's ability? I'm going to have to do some research before I use that because I want to use it in the smartest way possible. Wasn't there a Pokemon I was complaining about him not having the ability I wanted? What Pokemon was that? I don't remember. Maybe it was none of these? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. That's awesome. Let's go get a second encounter, by the way. We're going to sneak through here. Do you give me a TM? We're going to go sneak into Howdy Cemetery. No. I'm excited about this encounter, by the way, because you may have noticed our lovely layout, the background, the thumbnail, etc., designed by the wonderful AOE. Go check them out. Link in the description below. You may notice that it's actually based off of this Howdy Cemetery. We got the lovely Drifloon flying right here and the gravestones beneath. What's the difference between a graveyard and a cemetery? Is it the same thing? Just different words for the same thing? I don't know. But I'm excited for this encounter because I feel like that's an easy way to bring us good luck. Looking for grass here. I mean, there's a couple different grass spots. We have one and we have two. I do not see a shaking grass spot, though. Do we hear any cries here, or is it only on routes with grass? Or with shaking grass? I just heard a Zubat. That was 100% a Zubat. I don't know what that was. I take back what I said. Maybe the shaking grass spot theory means nothing, because I think I just heard a Zubat in the background. Let's just jump in. Let's get a water type. A Zubat actually wouldn't be too bad either, I'm not going to lie. Zubat or a water type? Zubat or a water type? It's another normal type. I do not think I heard your cry, you cute little Zigzagoon, and unfortunately, I know you just got a lovely Galarian form. We probably will not be using you either. At least not in the short term. I hate to say it, but Zigzagoon probably is not making the cut. Short term. Again, I hate to say it. Is it better than a Smeargle? Yes. Will I add it to the party instead of Smeargle? Yes. Will I definitively say that that's going to be our 6th and final Pokemon? No. We still have a chance for one more encounter in today's episode. And I'm going to go prioritize getting that because I really want a full team. I really want a full team. Easy enough to capture. It's like a Route 2 Pokemon, or Route 101, whatever they are in the Hoenn region. It's easy enough. Oh no, nicknaming this thing. So you're actually a raccoon? How about Zach? No, that seems troublesome, so let's not call it that. Zigzagoon. Give it a nickname. Something with goon. 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 Something with goon. Crab Rangoon. Crab Rangoon. Goon. So give me some G names. Gary. Gomez. Goonzales. Goonzales is your name. 100. It's a female. I mean, it's a last name. Anybody could have a last name of Goonzales. What are some female names that start with G? Gabby, Gabrielle, I'm still going with Goonzales. Because it's a last name, correct? Gonzalez is a last name. Goonzales. E-S or E-Z? I don't think it actually matters. Since it's a Zigzagoon and already has a bunch of Z's in its name, we're gonna go with the Z at the end and go with Goonzales. Let's go ahead and add Goonzales to the party and get rid of, like I said, there's no way Smeargle's staying, so Pain Trick is gonna go get sent to the box. And we're gonna check out Goonzales here. This is actually, I just realized you're gonna have the pickup ability as well. 2 Pokemon with the pickup ability. That's not bad. Pickup. You have Gluttony. I mean, I could use the ability capsule on you, but that seems like a really dumb thing to do. I was gonna see what else we could have got there, but let's not disappoint ourselves. Instead, let's just prioritize getting this 3rd encounter in this episode and seeing if we can actually fill out the team. Plus, if we capture a Pokemon, he's probably gonna be a lower level than the rest of the party anyway. So I kind of want to prioritize giving, a sticker. Kind of want to prioritize giving that Pokemon some training experience. So we need that Pokemon if we want to do that. So I believe over here, yes, this man, again, this is a side character. You could say this is storyline driven, maybe. I don't know about that. He's just telling me, he's just trying to sell his cheap Nights In. I'm not staying here. For the life of me, I would never even consider. I've had a horrible experience at Nights In. We also do not want to fight the Surfer. So I think I can sneak down here. What is this called? Like Melee Bay or something? Or Melee Big Wave Beach? Just kidding. So we can get an encounter here eventually, but not right now. Because we don't have a fishing rod or the ability to surf. Like I think you can get, don't fight me. I think you can get a fishing encounter over here. Can you just get an encounter just from walking on the water? I don't think so. Hook me up, hook me up. Any encounters? No. But this is what I thought existed, and it does exist. A cave here called the Sandy Cave. So we can get one final encounter in today's episode. Try to round out the team. What kind of Pokemon could we use? A water type we really would love. There's so much water in Sandy Cave. A water type would be cool. A flying type wouldn't be too bad either, though we have a Levitate user, but flying could still be a nice type to have. Just give it to me. Who do we still want Fingius out? I love this music. I think we still want Fingius out. Listen to the music. Let's see if we can hear any cries. I don't hear any. I don't hear any. Let's go get our Sandy Cave encounter. You can get encounters in here. Our Sandy Cave encounter is going to be... I went through a lot of range of motions there. Ugh, I do not like that. I do not like the hail. I went through a range of emotions there because I instantly saw it. And obviously, I like Snover. He's a cool looking Pokemon. Confingius, you're only level 6. We should be fine. Why did I use Absorb? Powder Snow, okay. So I got excited because I saw him and instantly said, that's an Ice type. And an Ice type is good because we do not have an Ice type, right? We do not have an Ice type. But then I also realized that it's part Grass type, and we do have a Grass type in the form of Fingius, who's sitting here right in front of you right now. You see him. You see Fingius chilling right here. I'm gonna get leered. That's okay, because I don't think you're hitting me with any Ice Shard or anything crazy. So I got excited. I think we will go ahead and add Snover to the team. Let's go for one more Astonish. I'm getting ahead of myself. We have to capture it first. I'm being double leered. That's okay. And after this, we will switch into probably Litwick, probably Waxamillion. And then we will capture this thing. I mean, I've got 50 Pokeballs, so odds are I do catch this. We could also, you know, it's possible Is this the first potential Mega Evolution of anything we've caught thus far? Yeah, it is. There is Mega Abomasnow does exist. The odds of us finding the Abomasite is pretty tiny. But if we do find it, we will be rather happy that we did. So you know what? Not bad. We will take the Snover. We will capture it, attempt to capture it, I should say. We'll add it to the team. We'll be doubling up on the grass type. First, you know, that's a shame for sure. Snover has been captured, which is exciting. At least we finished with a little bit of excitement. 3 encounters, 2... Linoon's not horrible. I do wish his Galarian form was in this game because that'd be cooler, but... Would you like to give Snover a nickname? Yes. Why didn't you bring up... Why does it sometimes bring up the Pokedex and sometimes not bring up the Pokedex? Is it because you cannot originally catch Snover in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Probably. So it doesn't have a Pokedex entry. That would make sense. Okay. It is a female Snover. Think of trees. Think of snowy trees. You got pine trees. Pinelope! Pinelope! Okay, we're going with Pinelope. That's a great nickname. P-I-N-E. How do you spell Penelope? I always used to think it was Penelope. P-E-N-E-L-O-P-E. Pinelope. That's a good name. The puns are coming off today, dude. I gotta play more of this today because I actually have some puns that are flying. Okay, so we'll add Pinelope to the party. We will switch her out for Gonzalez. Gonzalez is gonna go get sent to the box. I apologize to Gonzalez. Let's check out Pinelope. And also, by check out, I mean put her to the front of the party because she's gonna need some wonderful experience. Let's just, you know, I said I wouldn't do it, but let's check out, no, let's not check out what else we could have gotten here. We'll come back eventually. There's stuff to surf on. I will now go head back to, I think we have to do stuff down here. Do we have to fight some people down here? We're getting close to the end of the episode, but I did yammer on for a long time at the beginning of the episode. Don't make me do the Mantine surfing. Optimistic, you know, it's not my favorite thing. It's kind of fun, but you know, for the purpose of a Let's Play, I don't really want to do it. Hey little cousin, welcome to Big Wave Beach. You've come exactly to the right place if you're looking for some Mantine surf. Don't make me do it! Mantine surf is just what it says on the box. You climb on the back of our Mantine and then you surf. Surfing is the best sport where you can actually enjoy surfing across ocean waves. Though youngsters like yourself who want to get into Mantine surf have to toughen up and show they can handle it first. Surfing is a bit of a dangerous sport, to be fair. Come back when you're as tough as... Okay, cool, let me go. Cool, let me go. Cool, that means I don't have to do it yet. We're here too early. That's fine. I don't know what it means. Oh, I have to prove my toughness against... You better be ready for the Mischief Masters of Team Skull to do some Mantine surfing too. It would be great if the Team Skull dude just drops some random F-bombs. That would add to their character. Oh, Team Skull, you guys know you can't ride here. You can't sit with us. What's up with that? We look like kids to you or something? No, the real reason is... You smell like Axe. Yeah, the real reason is... Every time you try, you keep up those ridiculous dance moves, even on Mantine's back, and then you end up in the water. You want us to stop dancing? That's our identity, yo. It's all we got, yo. Jesse Pinkman. Man, forget her, B. He told you he said B. We're Team Skull. No one can stop us from acting hard-headed. Dude, do not get on the man. If it says no, it says no. Somebody, please keep these numbskulls away from Mantine. Okay, we will finish up the episode by bopping Team Skull. Not a problem at all. Yo, yo, yo. Leave the message after the tone, B. Yo, what are you looking at, short stuff, huh? Huh? What? Huh? You're that kid. You want to scrap Tiny Trainer? A battle, yo? You might have beat us in Holy City, but we'll put our heads together to beat you. Is it double battle? I don't like double battles. No, this is a singular man. Veteran Grunt is going to send in a single Pokemon. That does not concern me. It's a Medicham. That's not actually how I pronounce that Pokemon, by the way, so don't rage. Okay, Pinelope cannot stay in. Yo, this is... The puns, it's a dangerous game because I kind of hate some of them, but when they work, it's like I may have found my nickname forever. for female Snovers. We may just go with Pinelope forever, because I kind of like it quite a bit. What's your guys' question of the day? I know I don't, it's like 50% chance whether I remember to do one or not. Here's today's question of the day. What is your favorite air freshener scent? Because the pine makes me think of the tree and the pine scent. Pine is my least favorite scent of anything. My dad loved pine scented stuff growing up, and he would, especially on Christmas, pine scented candles in the house smell like a dang antique store. Hated it. So I do not like pine scented stuff. I like more homey smells, like not like homey smells, but like a nice baked cookies or warm sugary vanilla and things of that nature. Those are delicious. I also love citrus smells for my car specifically. I love me some citrus. Yo, I'm feeling mad annoyed that my team just got destroyed. Yo, bars up in the house. Let's go. Seriously, home slice just too strong for a kid? I gotta go make someone else miserable to feel better. Let's go mess with Elima again, B. I'm down with that. Verdant Cavin's pretty close anyway. Hey, you better listen to what my homie says and reel in the thick skull of yours. Seriously, you better not forget numbskull. Cool, we've survived. Nice one, kid. Mantine won't be subjected to their terrible surfing skills thanks to you. You're a decent trainer, just like I'd expect from a trial goer on the island challenge. Why don't you take this from me? Ooh, some yummy H2O. Thank you. Glug, glug, glug. I bet you could take on Captain Lima's trial with how well you handled that battle. Even Kahuna Hala would probably say you're ready to take on all of Alola. If he says that you're ready, come back here and we'll get you up on Mantine in no time. Okay, so that is where we're gonna... Ooh, hold on. Let's explore with the team. What were they doing over here? Building a sandcastle? Anything exciting over here? A Pukimiku? Anything else exciting? A white herb? Other than that, I don't think that's exciting. I just remembered. I don't know why this just popped into my head. We never checked out our TM. Heart Stamp. Innate Pumpkin Learning. Handria's gonna learn Heart Stamp very quickly. That's nice. Give me a little psychic type move. Handria. Get rid of Sand Attack. We don't mess with sand here. Yeah, I take the Anakin approach. It's coarse, rough, irritating. It gets everywhere. I don't even want to touch it. Okay. We're going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll take on several trainers. Mostly just do trainer battles. It'll probably be a pretty battle-heavy episode. I don't think we have any encounters coming up. And we will likely end the episode... We'll either end with the sacrifice before we have to go take on the Verdant Cavern trial, or we'll end at Verdant Cavern and we will start the episode after that with a sacrifice and do the trial. I'll figure it out. I don't know if I've given enough thought to who I want to sacrifice yet, and I may let that episode come out and then let you guys decide who you want to see sacrifice, so there's that. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you show some support down below in the form of liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with your grandmother, of course, as always. I need to work on that a little bit more. I need something else to say after that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you whenever the next episode is.